it that you just did an acronym and it's already past 4:30. So
Mark, can you tell me what's your approved time duration for headlines? Like when they go past a certain thing, when do you get upset?
10
excuse me, I really don't care. I don't care what you think. Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to the show. It's a beautiful sunny Thursday in Southern California, minus the fires in Laguna Niguel. I just forgot about those. And I'm excited to drink some fucking vodka, drink some beer, talk some 401k, chipper on up Chad into a really positive mood. We're all going to do that for him tonight. And yeah, let's have a good one. Let's make it a good one before we head off to Austin, boys. Justin, we got a guest. This is a big time person. I'm not so sure if you're aware of this, but a literal living legend / icon of our industry. So don't fuck it up.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Well, as JD just said, we've got another legend in our midst tonight, folks. She's been in this jam since before 3 out of the 4 of us Retireholics were ever born. And as I just learned in the pre-show, she used to hang with the very founder of PDC, Mr. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Normally, we make fun of people who can't shut up about how many books they've written. Pardon me. But not today. Not that it takes much to impress a simple mind like mine, but she's written a freaking textbook. And not just any textbook. The Planned Financial Consulting Part 1 course of the American Society of Pension Professionals and Actuaries Qualified Planned Financial Consultant Credentialing Program. So yeah, she's kind of a big deal.
Wow. Can you say that again?
Yep. The American Society of Pension Professionals.
Many leather-bound books, and my apartment smells of rich mahogany.
She's a former president of the American Society of Pension Professionals and Actuaries. Former partner in JWT Associates, which she ended up selling for lots and lots of EBITDA. And now she's a fearless leader of Simoneaux Consulting Services. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Sarah Simoneaux.
That was a quad.
Was it that
Brandon, send me the buttons that they're not working.
And Justin, you owe 4 for your intro, 4 Acrosyns. I guess I'm going to explain the game first, so Sarah doesn't get in any trouble. And then Sarah, I'd like you to enter into the show, bless us with a brief personal story that you'd like to share. I know you like to do that, but before you do, we are playing Acrosyn. So if there's any acronyms in your brief personal story, be careful. Please proceed. Tell us this story.
When I was just coming out of college, I went to UCLA. Actually grew up in San Diego, far from JD. And it was, man, you look at somebody was mentioning the Post. I love the Post. I read the New York Post because I want to just know what the zeitgeist is. Today they're talking crypto craziness. And I was thinking, man, back when I was 21, 22, coming out of school, it was terrible. The economy was 18% interest, 10% unemployment. Nobody's getting jobs. And I go home and I graduate, and my parents, like good parents of that generation, basically said, you're done. You're off the payroll. Go figure your shit out. And I went, okay, fine. So
how old when you're off the payroll?
22.
Okay.
So I was talking to my dad.
You're living in a van down by the river.
And I go, Dad, you know what I'm going to do? Like, the sky is falling. This is horrible. There's no jobs. And he's like, let me tell you 2 things. Number 1, there are always jobs for people who are willing to put their butt in the chair and do the work. Number 2, there are always jobs for people who are people person. You know, you go out, you talk to people, work on your relationship skills, put your butt in the chair, and everything else.
Those people are the worst.
He's my dad. What are you going to do? So he goes out and he says, go to the career center, find a job. So I get this like 3x5 index card back in the day before there was Indeed and all the rest of it.
You did say this was a brief personal story, right?
Okay. According to B, he's not freaking out for 10 minutes. It's 6:37 my time. So I
can continue on, please.
So anyway, I get the card. It's like this thing about employee benefits or ERISA or some shit. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll do this. And the first day of the job, I go in there and she says, my boss, all right, that's what I want you to do. I want you to file all this stuff. This is on paper. And she hands me a big, thick stack of essentially what were plan documents. And back in those days, they were all DB plan documents. So I get the plan documents. I go, what do I do with this to learn the business? She goes, read everything you file. So I'm reading freaking plan documents. And that's how I learned the business. Because in those days, you didn't have somebody training you, right?
Right.
That was my introduction to the business. Loved it. And oh man, I don't even know what the Acrosyns
are.
Yeah,
you owe three. You owe three.
Totally wasted by the end. So, this is how I started. And the great thing was my dad, when unfortunately we lost him during COVID. And he basically told me that same story. He said, I told you were going to be fine. You're fine. I'm good. I've had a great life. I'm ready to kind of exit stage left, but it's been a great ride. And I love that he was the one that got me in the business, stayed in it, love working with all you guys. And my big pet peeve, and I won't say this because I hate this. Everybody says they work for that 3-letter acronym.
What?
And it means nothing. It's stupid. Nobody's third in anything. Every firm should change their name to be employee benefit consultants. I went on your website. Nowhere does it say that 3-letter acronym that I could see, which is great.
We'll debate this in a little bit. I'm going to dig deeper into that one with you. I like that. We'll use that as one of our topics today. Well, we are all very fortunate that you decided to stay in the retirement plan business. Sarah, I can't tell you how many people reached out to me excited that you were going to be on this show, and also shared with me, mind you, personal stories about how you were a champion of theirs and had inspired them. So again, you are a true living legend, freaking 401k icon, and we're psyched to get into it. We're going to play some games. You've already figured out one game that you apparently suck at. It's called Acrosyn. If you say any acronyms or initialisms during this show, you have to drink from your penalty drink, which I believe is some gin and tonic or.
Yeah. So this is my gin and tonic, and I'm doing a little commercial for Gin Mare. This is my Mediterranean gin that my friend from Greece gives me, and I love it. So I've got 3 drinks from my beautiful gin and tonic, which is a double, by the way. Perfect.
Like it.
Wow.
We will also be playing Chat Bar Champion. So if you keep your eye on that chat bar, you are going to vote for someone at the end of the show to put them into the finals. And then everyone out there in the audience is going to vote for the winner. And then I've got a new and exciting game today, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Keep trying.
Oh my God. Hold on to your horses. We got something special for you today.
Yeah, I doubt that.
But I'd also like to start with a little beer of the episode. I'm drinking Guinness out of a can. And I actually really, really do like this beer. In the past, people have said, no, JD, he likes the lagers. He likes the light stuff, the Coors Lights. This is true. I mean, I like a stout or a porter, but somehow I love Guinness. And in these little cool cans, when you open them, there's an explosion of air and stuff. And did you know, in every can, there's a little treat, a little surprise in the bottom of the can.
Oh, gumball.
Yeah. Do you eat it?
Do you know what these are? Do you know what these are and what they're for?
Yeah, truffle.
Yeah.
They're the foam, the Guinness foam, right? Isn't that what the deal is?
No.
I think Aaron's
stop it
right,
from
the
exploding,
nitro?
right? They're nitro.
Is it a golf ball?
And the
What is it,
bubbles
John?
actually lower in it. It's part of the way they infuse the beer, right? It's got nitro in it.
Not
Drug-
true.
It's a nitro ball.
It's where they hide the drugs.
I reached out to Guinness, and it's actually Irish people, when they finish their beer, they put this ball in their pocket And then they know throughout the middle of the day how many beers they've had. And so if they've had 5, 7, 10 beers, you know by the amount of little balls that you have. In
I'm
your
sorry,
pocket.
that sounds
true.
too. I'm checking that out. I'm sorry.
That, I know.
You reached out to Guinness. Okay. Yeah, that's where the lie started.
Let's go to headlines. Let's go to headlines.
Sherry did ask how many balls in your pocket right now.
What did
total bullshit.
What did Sherry ask?
How
During
many
the
balls
canning
are in your pocket
process.
right now?
Wow. Nope.
Everyone talking over each other so much.
Yes. During the
What
canning
did
process,
Sherry ask?
brewers add pressurized nitrogen to the brew, which trickles into the hole
Oh,
along
God.
with a little bit of beer.
Stop being so serious.
Not true.
Yeah.
It's to keep
Can't have
count
these lies on
of
the
the
show.
amount of
This
beers
is
that you've
a
had.
quality show that our viewers expect truth and I don't know what else for.
How many balls are in your pocket, Sherry? State-run plans. Sarah?
Again.
Well, there's new headlines. We got a couple new states that are getting into the action. They're joining the gang. Let's see. The first one, I believe, goes by the moniker the flyover state. Oh, wait, no. I mean, the show me state, Chad. Missouri is dipping their toe into the state-run planning thing. Are you excited, buddy?
I am. I've been talking about it to everybody, JD.
Have you?
Ready?
Very
Yes.
cool. Very cool. I'd like to actually focus on another one, and then I want to get Sarah's opinion here. Hawaii, the Aloha state, one of my favorites, is looking at getting into this state-run plan. But what's unique about them that we haven't seen from anyone else, and I want to ask you, Sarah, if you think this is good or bad, they are not going to auto-enroll. They're going to make everyone opt in. So the participants must opt in. Now, there's one also caveat. All the surfers in all the islands, Maui, Kauai, and Oahu, if you're a surfer, you choose to opt in, they will put you into a target date fund because they know you're too stupid to run your own investment. But Sarah, what do you think about Hawaii going with the no auto enroll and the opt-in strategy?
Talk about going against everything we know. That's absurd, right?
Weird, huh?
You got people who don't have a plan, or you've got low wage employees who don't see how they can get in a plan, and you're making them do something. That is like a recipe for disaster. It almost sounds like they're kind of, they want to be part of the cool kids group, but they don't want to quite commit, right? That's the
Tell us how you really feel, Sarah.
Well, that's, you're going to get that. But here's the thing. Let me ask you guys a question, because my thing with state-run plans, I'm selling plans. I'm selling against those. I'm going to say, look, why would you go with a plan with the state of California when I can have a plan with JD, with my own thing,
Right.
better, faster, cheaper,
Of course.
way more interesting than something that the state provides. I think it's a fantastic opportunity. Anytime it shows up, I'd be out there as an advisor, as an employee benefits firm.
It doesn't.
Selling the crap.
We totally
At
agree.
this point, Sarah, it doesn't even need to show up. It is a conversation, which is why I say I'm talking about it with advisors in Missouri. It's, hey, there's 10 states. There's 4 more looking at it. There has to be some government oversight before we have completely different state-run plans everywhere. You need to be thinking about this. It's going to happen here. So even in the states that aren't implementing anything, you need to be selling with/against it right now.
100%. And eventually they're going to have to step in, because ERISA is a great law. It's a great law. It protects participants. It protects beneficiaries. It's what it does. Oh, damn. Okay. Glad I made this a double.
Remember, you can always finish your thoughts.
Okay. So the deal is that we can't have a patchwork system, and it eventually will get up to Congress. What I would like to see, if I want to take it one step further, and maybe you guys know this in California, how are they covering the marijuana businesses? Do they get to be in the state plan and not have an ERISA plan? I mean, what's going on with those people?
That's fun. I don't know. That's a great question we need to dig into.
We do. And I think, so I would love to see.
I tell you, I got to plead ignorance on this thing.
I would love to see Congress get in and say, okay, we're not only going to make sure that all the state plans are covered by that national law, but we're also going to, at the same time, allow cannabis businesses, if it's allowed in the state, to have a retirement plan. How can we have all these people working in a business and they can't have healthcare? They can't have retirement.
Many of them do have plans.
No problem at all.
How do they do the plans?
Can't talk about weed without bringing Spicoli into it. Sorry, Chad, go ahead.
Justin, did you want to add?
No, I said there are ways to do it. There are a few record keepers that actually will take those on. But someone said something that cannabis is not allowed in state plans. But I started thinking it's governed by the state. It's not federal. So why can't
you can have a plan, right? At the state level with your cannabis? I mean,
that's why I think, Sarah,
I think
at the
state level, but I'm saying for a state-run plan, can cannabis be in the state-run plans?
Great question. Don't know.
Oh, well, that's we're going a little too far with that right now. But I think that there are big businesses in California, I know for sure, that have many, many, many employees. And I'm interested in Sarah's question of how does CalSavers look at those companies in terms of the deadlines that have been in front of them? I'll follow up on that. That's an interesting one.
The ones that I've seen that are actually, they have ERISA.
Oh,
check swing.
No, that's not a check swing.
Oh,
no.
That's a strikeout.
There's actually, you owe one from earlier too. I wasn't, but I just saying.
So they have these plans because, and I talked to actually a Colorado attorney about this, and he said it's really risky. They classify them as agricultural, and they don't basically talk about what they're really doing. And I think that's hugely risky. I'm not willing to do that.
Just in full transparency, most cannabis businesses at this stage have plans. Almost everyone we've talked with and are talking to, they're siloing the distribution from the growth. And they're putting all the employees on the distribution side, and they're saying now dealing with matching and deductibility, that is difficult. Offering a plan and allowing employees to save and deciding to put money into the plan for them, even though they may not be able to deduct it, is happening, and it's happening all the way around. And there are a vast majority of record keepers doing it now.
Interesting.
I love DeCenso. I get it. Federal law, Trump state law. And everything you're saying is accurate. And I could definitely see how a California cannabis company could go to CalSavers and say, fuck you, I can't have a plan because, I'm not allowed to because of the federal rules. However, to Chad's point, and to lots of other really smart attorneys that are working in that space, there are a shit ton of cannabis companies that have 401k plans in current day. And so whether or not you think that's right or not right is still up for debate. And until
racist, not every plan is associated with the growth. That's the issue with having a program set up.
No, they get kicked out. They get kicked out when found by record keepers that didn't want them there in the first place, and their sales consultants tried to slide them in the back door. There are other vendors that will allow them and are cognizant of them coming on board into the company. But anyways, I didn't want to talk about weed today.
All right, what am I up to? Who's keeping track of the drinks?
Oh, we're keeping track. You're in the lead. Don't worry. You got a nice solid lead.
We're not counting Justin's from earlier. He doesn't drink them.
You guys,
I know, but you're not on the board because I don't have button control.
Sorry. You guys we're really at risk of pissing off Robe Guy right now and taking these headlines way too long. I'd like to go to an advisor reached out to me today and shared an email from Fidelity to them and gave me this quote in the email. They said, I got an email, where is the cry laughing emoji? They said, when I need it. Good luck to my third-party administrator friends that choose to test this out with Fidelity. The advisor side has already been burned bad enough by these guys. Chad, to you.
Oh, man, it's getting dangerous over
here. Fidelity, big brand, wants to work with third-party administrators. Are you jumping into this pool, or are you sitting 100%. On the side and watching what's going to go down?
100% I'd be in, but we need to make sure that they're going to play friendly. We have plans with Fidelity.
Chad just wants that crypto.
Damn right, crypto in the plan, Mark. No, JD,
I really don't think this is a good idea.
Evaluated this in the past. The biggest issue in trying to work with Fidelity was they were forcing us to use their documents. And obviously the document not only dictates the provisions, but it dictates how the testing is done. and we weren't comfortable doing so, and they would not give you a workaround. They wouldn't allow you to use your own document. If that's still the way, then we're still not working with them. And they've tried a number of times over the years to say, come on, let's start doing business. We haven't gotten there. So let's see if they switched their ways here.
It clearly is not going to be the way. If you look at the piece and you go to their website, they have laid out a plan to basically join, the commonplace world of record keepers working with TPAs. They're going to have the second one's a check swing.
Yeah.
They're going to have a third-party administrator council. They're working on the whole technology of the interface. They're working on, giving third-party administrator revenue share if you earn it in whatever way. So anyways, they're looking to build an actual product. And, I've talked a lot of shit about Fidelity over the years. I still feel like they have the biggest brand recognition amongst employers, also known as decision makers. And call me a salesperson, but if I can leverage that Fidelity brand and my advisor partner can leverage it and we can sell some business, I'm kind of thinking I'm with Chad on this one. Are you okay with it, Mark?
You're the 800-pound gorilla. Look at their assets. Look at how much. There's nobody close. Vanguard, right, sort of behind them, but they have trillions in assets. So they can dictate the terms. That's the challenge we've always had, right? And look, they go back to Fidelity Magellan, that fund. I mean, that was like the fund, and they basically rode that and did a great job. And, Vanguard was kind of, we're going to be in the background, not advertising, not doing our thing, which is fine. But they earned that reputation in a way. I mean, they came out fighting and said, this is what we're going to do. We're going to be mutual funds, and we're going to be the guys that take care of business for people. So
now, what this advisor is warning us against, though, is that Fidelity always tries to play on both sides of the street.
Yep.
They cut out the advisor in the past. They've got no shame in selling directly to the client. And so their concern is that if third-party administrators get in the game.
Because fuck them. That's why.
Then they feel like the same thing's going to happen to us. And we've run into those problems with other vendors. So I'm sure that's part of Chad's concern.
Yeah.
That's what Tony said.
I mean, you guys know this, right? From poaching your business when it gets big. It gets 10, 20, 30 million in assets, and they want that for themselves, right? It's really hard.
The nice thing is if we're trying to play it, if I'm trying to compare the two, advisors tend to be compensated on asset level. Third-party administrators do not. We might have a little rev share, we might not, but it's minimal. So in terms of poaching the TPA, nobody wants it. Nobody wants the compliance side. They just do it to get the assets. If they already got the assets, I'm not worried about them.
Great point, John.
Yeah. So wait. Can we when are we going to have the TPA?
We're coming. We're getting to it. We're claiming that was you swung. Sorry. Went across the plate. Let's get to our last headline of the day. I asked Brandon whether I should share this. He gave me the thumbs up. There is a new conference going down. Nay, JD. Don't call it a conference. It's a festival, people. It's a festival.
Huntington Beach.
It's going down in Huntington Beach. And instead of me describing
Outcast,
it, I'm gonna let Brandon play a video from downtown Josh Brown of the Compound fame, and he's gonna tell you about it. Go ahead, Brandon.
I'm announcing the Future Proof Festival taking place September 11th through 14th in Huntington Beach, California. It's going to be bananas. Listen to this. Launching with 25 major sponsors, probably going to attract something like 3,000 plus attendees. Already booked out the 4 hotels in Huntington Beach. We're working with the city. We're going to put the stages on the beach itself. Outside, there's going to be a half-mile boardwalk filled with attractions, stages, people explaining things to each other, conference stuff, but outside. It's going to be a festival, not a conference. I hope to see you there. I hope you're registered. This is about finding our place in the future of finance. If you work for an asset management firm, fintech company, ETF company, RIA, broker-dealer, how could you not be there? It's inexcusable. All right, that's it. Click the link below. Make sure you sign up, and we'd love to see you at Future Proof 1 year from now.
Is Billy McFarland behind
Go ahead,
the
Is
show?
that less than a
Sarah.
minute? All right, what are we going to cut?
This is going to be grilled cheese sandwiches with freaking tents collapsing on the beach.
Oh, you're such a pessimist. You're such a pessimist.
It's total Fire Festival, man. Come on.
No,
do that
Fire
shit.
Festival.
It totally is.
You know I hope everyone
Billy's
knows
doing
the
this
Fire
shit from
Festival
jail right
reference.
now.
Oh, you guys are so negative. I've really worn off on you in a bad way. I did hear him say probably 3,000 attendees, but that was a while ago. And hey, I mean, you got to be serious. If you're going to book stages on the beach, I mean,
Rent
Huntington
out the
Beach ain't
hotels
just
already.
ain't gonna just let you do that. So and we've looked at the list of sponsors. They got Fidelity and Franklin Templeton and all these kind of things. So here, let me go. This is going to be really odd for everyone tuning in. I'm going to take the positive side of this and not the negative side. I was excited about this. Finally, someone's trying to reinvent what a financial services conference looks like. I've heard a lot of conferences out there, no offense, say that they're different and try to do things differently, but they kind of just do little bits of things and not really big things. And no, getting Flow Rider to come to your conference and perform on stage is not making it different. You're not doing that. I think this one's actually attempting to do something like that, and it'll be fun to watch it play out. For the specifics here, this is more of a financial planner, wealth management attendee group right now, and not really 401k specific, but I still thought something interesting for us to look at.
Okay, so
Are you trying to get the Retireholics on stage?
yeah,
We're
listen,
going to be reaching out.
you would fit into this vibe amazingly, and good for you. I would encourage you to do it. Here's the deal, and maybe because I'm old, and maybe this is marketed to Gen X and millennials, and they think it's cool. Do I really want to put my money with a company or a wealth manager who's, partying on Huntington Beach with,
Fuck yeah.
Let it ride.
What?
All right, y'all.
I don't understand what the difference is in terms of the partying on Huntington Beach versus Florida in Florida and
Yeah, did
people
you see those
falling
videos?
down hammered.
They
Couldn't even stand up watching.
I mean, what was the deal, guys? This is social media age. Don't be doing that.
No, to me, I feel like the possibility here is, a different kind of conference that, starts to change the brand. And by the way, these guys, the guy that was talking to you, Downtown Josh Brown, the podcast they do, a lot of financial planners out there are really pushing the brand of what used to be a financial services person and kind of taking it into this new world. And I respect them for it. I mean, says the guy who does a beer drinking show on 401k, but I do. You say, do you want to put your money with someone like that? I think there's a lot of people out there that do want to put their money with someone who's more modern, more on the cutting edge, less Wall Street, less country club, less Mercedes Benz and fine bottle of wine and more kind of down to earth. And I think this type of new branding and this change helps that. But that's my hope and dream. It could be grilled cheese sandwiches for all I fucking know. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, God.
We'll see. Okay, we'll get into some other subject. Mark, are we cool to leave headlines? Are you okay with that for now?
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Cool. Cool
nothing.
beans. Let's spin the wheel of ice, everyone, and hope it lands on fucking Robe Guy.
Yeah, get Rope Guy. He for
It's been a
sure
while
won't
since you've been
have
hit,
one.
right?
He won't have one.
It hasn't for a while, guys. Just saying, it has not for a while.
Oh, cheer you up, buddy. Cheer you up.
That might have been rigged.
Oh,
Rigged wheel.
lame.
You've been going on a run lately, haven't you?
Sarah, the topic we're getting into now is the evolution of third-party administrators.
Great job, Chad.
Sarah, my dad, Paul Carlson, Obi-Wan Kenobi, founded our firm in
that
1975.
That counts for something?
Brandon's not so sure that counts.
Oh.
We'll wait for the judges. Chat bar.
Shouldn't.
Founded in 1975. I ask you, you've got your finger on the pulse of third-party administrators.
Sorry, I'm not that much of a nerd.
Do you have any concerns, Sarah, that third-party administrators are getting a little long in the tooth?
So there's so many things. First of all, can we just stop, y'all? If there's one thing I want to do here, everywhere, administrators, stop doing it. I'm getting rid of that term. It's stupid. So employee benefit consultants, right, which is what you all are, and you're incredibly valuable. Yeah, there's like a barbell thing going on, right? There's a bunch of old guys and gals, who've done this for a million years. They want to die at their desk. Good for them, right? They love what they do. Those a lot of roll-ups we saw in the last 3 years, right? Of those firms where that has slowed considerably. I don't know if we'll see as much of those as we used to.
Has it slowed because they already nabbed up the good ones and there's only little scraps left, or?
Good question. 2 reasons. One is they've nabbed up the really profitable ones, but also they've nabbed the ones that are left are kind of small and mom and pop, but they're still really good businesses. It's because of the bigger financial stuff at play, the interest rates rising, people needing their money, PE will manage.
It's not such a friendly acquisition environment anymore, is it?
No, and the multiples are going down. And so people are pissed because they're like, I want 2 times revenue. And
watch out, disruptors. Sorry, go on.
Not happening, right? So I think that, now you've got what I love to see, and I consider you young, but I remember your dad. So the kids taking over, one barbell effect, right? So you got the young people coming in, taking over, doing new stuff, which I think is amazing. I was told in 1986, when I had a firm, that I should sell it and get out because it was a dying business in 1986 because of TRA and all the changes.
Because of what?
It was a dying business.
Your haircuts, I can't tell.
Persons are, y'all. You don't even tell me. I go guess. Anyway, so here we are 30 years later, it's still thriving. Again, go back to my dad. If you're working hard, you're a good people person, and you're providing a great service, you'll be around forever. So there's a lot of doom and gloom. The business is going to die. People
tell that to the taxi worker or whatever, but not necessarily true, but
I think it's, I think we're going to have, the business is going to survive a lot of the stuff that's going on. The risk, of course, is technology. If Warren Buffett, Google, Amazon, if Jeff Bezos decides to go, wow, this employee benefit thing's pretty cool, let me go in there and try it, we could be in real trouble. However, they tried it with health. And they failed miserably. Go Google something called Haven, which was a Google, Amazon, Warren Buffett thing, trying to do health stuff, and make it disrupt the health industry. Totally failed. So I think it's difficult.
Do you see, sure, you got someone like me taking over my father's company because I'm a broke surfer and I have no other options in life. And maybe there's a few other people like me. But are you really seeing a new generation of third-party administrator entrepreneurs, or are we going to see a lot of those scrappy firms those smaller scrap firms that didn't get picked up in acquisitions kind of die on the vine with the lack of succession plans and this and that?
Yeah, I mean, the lack of succession plans is their biggest thing, and they really either have to. There's 3 ways to change your business: sell it.
Yeah, that counts.
Or have your employees do it, right? So I don't know. I think they basically will. Their advisors like them, and you can have a really great business with 120 plans. It's fine.
Good point.
You can survive that for a long time. So I don't think they're going anywhere. I think the firms, the ones in the middle, are the ones that are really struggling, right? The ones that are really big, they're adjusting, investing in technology, investing in structure and people. The ones that are really small are going to be fine. It's the middle ones that are at risk, right? You either have to, it's grow or die. And that, I hate to quote Recrashed, because that was one of my favorite things, by the way. Watch it, it's amazing. But the whole grow or die thing is not untrue. Your business is pretty unstable when it's in that kind of middle section. So I have a guy that I work with who's an employee benefit consultant here in New Orleans. And he said, you know what? I'm never going to be 1,000 plans. 1,000 plans is my sweet spot. The minute I hit 1,000 plans, I'm either going to raise my fees or I'm going to get rid of some of them smaller ones.
I like this.
At this level, right? Because this is what I can sustain. And I don't want to be 8,000 plans, and I don't want to be 500. I want to be
Fair
1,000.
enough. Fair enough.
I think that's, and and by the way,
Oh, I was waiting for the punchline. Is there a negative thing there? I kind of like that strategy.
I tell you is he's a kid who took over the business. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So Mark, Chad, Justin, you guys can stop selling now. We'll just stay right at this like 1,000 level. Wait a second. If you're just going to stop, there's no need for me to pay you guys anymore. Like
That's
you
what
could
I was
just
gonna say, just fire Mark and Justin. We don't need production. And then
No,
I'll just sit back
Greg.
and run it.
Well, I mean,
We will serve.
Dude,
do you
I'm in.
What are you going to do when you're 5,000 plans?
fucking buy more
Bye.
Lambos. All right, let's move on. Move on to the next one.
Hold on, Jay. Let me just say real quick that I disagree. I disagree. I don't think
Lambos?
technology. No. I don't think technology is going to be what hurts the third-party administrator community. I don't think it is going to be disruptors getting into the space. I think what will happen or could happen to this industry, specifically the third-party administrator side, is if the record keeper stops seeing us as a distribution channel.
Mm-hmm.
We are essentially their salespeople in many ways, and they're willing to spend money in revenue share, and they're willing to spend time, and they're willing to pay us, and they like us being in the industry. The moment they start thinking of the admin as being a profit line and not a distribution channel, that's what's going to hurt the third-party administrator community.
Okay, do you realistically think they can think of it as a profit line and sustain the service?
No, unless they start selling, which I'm sure we'll get into, other ancillary levels of business where it's not just the 401k and the employee benefit
Give it
side.
away. But that doesn't tackle the distribution side, which, I agree with you, Chad. And so we're actually going to get into this after in the second half of the show, a little bit more about like what a better third-party administrator might look like and what advisors are looking for in a third-party administrator. So we'll just put a pin on that for a second. I think what everyone wants us to do is get back to a new segment we started a few weeks ago. It's called Drunk Stock Tips. And we're going to get insights that you can't get anywhere else, on where to put your money, what to buy, what to sell. Well, everybody, put on your black turtlenecks, people, because the stock we're reviewing today is Steve Jobs' little baby, Apple, ticker AAPL, current market cap at 2.4 trillion. For a moment, they were like north of 3 trillion and were the largest company in the world, but they've been since taken over again by the Saudi oil company. In 2021, get this, Mark, I want you to factor these things in as you start to give us some advice and wisdom on this.
This is not supposed to be advice just from me. This is everybody. Okay.
Mostly you. In 2021, their revenue was approximately $380 billion. Of that, 152 billion was profit. So they're cranking it like a 40% profit margin. They had a pretty damn good Q1 for this year, ending at the end of March. I would argue that was, okay, I'll drink for that. I would mind you that is their second quarter because their fiscal year end September or something like that. But
don't act like you know what any of that means.
But they did have a great traditional calendar year first quarter. So before I get into the stock price, let me ask you guys this. Let me kick it your way. I'll go to you, Sarah, first. Global and US market share, Samsung versus Apple. Let's start in the United States.
Apple.
In the US, it's Apple, but worldwide, it's Samsung.
You fucking genius, you. God damn you.
It's United States. United
move on.
States. You both.
Just move on. You're 100% right.
This is why we have a family debate. So I got 2 Androids and 2 Apples in my family. And my kids, of course, are both Apple. And they're like, Mom, it's so uncool to have an Android because when I send an iMessage, Android
green bubbles. You green bubble weirdos. Yeah.
Good video and good pictures. And I'm like, the rest of the world uses this, but because the United States got sucked into the whole Apple world, and I don't like the Apple cloud universe, I'm a Google person. So I'm not a fan. I know everybody else is here, but worldwide, the Android operating system and the Google operating systems are way bigger. So
you're right.
I don't know how Apple's going to ultimately survive. And by the way,
catch me outside. How about that?
would die on the hill because somebody saw this in the chat.
Dude, that chick is rich, just so we know.
Yeah.
Here she is. So iPod and flip phone. He goes, really all you need, right? What is this crap where you have like your phone and all the stuff in it? I could have way more music on my iPod. My flip phone battery would last for a week. That's the hill I'm dying on. And he's 30. So
I like that. But like you said, in the US, Apple's got their 56% market share over Samsung's 22%. But you're totally right. Globally, they're more tied, with Samsung kind of beating them out. And there's lots of other players that my brother talked to me all about today that do well in other countries. But we're talking about Apple here today. And I am on an Apple Mac computer, big guy here. To my left is my Apple iPad. To my right is my Apple iPhone. Over here are my Apple earbud fuckers, whatever they're called. And I don't wear a watch, so I don't have that sucker on. But you cannot ignore the cult of Apple and how people are obsessed with this company and will continue to purchase whatever comes out of their fucking mouth. Justin, if a new iPhone comes out this year, you're buying it, right? You're a little Apple bitch.
No. Hey, here's the deal. Here's
2 years.
In 5 years, Apple will have lost considerable market share in the US, and the NFL, this is my other prediction.
Yep, there's no
NFL is going to
National
be
Football League.
Brandon, start hitting the button. Fuck. 4 times.
I'll drink all day to this. You look at them, they have viewership over time, and now they're flat. So, man.
You've heard it here first. Sarah says, sell. Just real quickly for any of the actual nerds out there. Let's see. In May of 2021, the stock got to a low at the time of $124 per share. It got to highs in December of just shy of $180 per share. As recent as March, and this is where the scary part, as recent as the end of March, it was almost 180, like almost 179. And it closed today at 142. That's a drop of 37 points, 20% in a very short period of time. Mark, people want to know. Netflix was up today, Mark. You're a god when it comes to like forecasting these things. Yeah. Should I be buying Apple at 142 or not?
I think this is pretty simple, and I can answer it in just 2 words. Ted Lasso.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
That's a buy, people. That's a buy. I
mean, do you want to be on his side? Do you want to be on his team? Do you want to be friends with that guy? Then buy the stock price. Just buy the stock, okay? It's simple. Just buy it.
Very, very different conversation in October. Ted Lasso comes out, new phone comes out. Shit's gonna go.
Ted Lasso, by the way, love
Ted
Lasso.
Recycled shit's gonna come out, I should say.
Rockstar show, but it was originally set up for only 3 seasons. So
it still is, I thought, right?
What?
It still is, I thought.
I think so. And they're going to throw a shit ton of money at them, and then they're going to want to do more. But think about all those seasons. You can for the whole series, right? Like The Sopranos, like Breaking Bad. Mm-hmm. You can't just do 3 seasons and go, oh yeah, I'm going to do 3 more. I think those things have a shelf life unless they can repeat. Name me one other show on Apple TV that is.
Apple TV is so. Oh God, they have so many great shows.
They do. They have good shit.
Okay, name me one.
So the new surfing world tour's on there. Make it or break it. It's phenomenal.
Why did I not know that?
The morning show.
The morning show. Okay.
Morning show.
Good.
Morning show. Look at the ratings on that. It's done okay. Now it's a great show. Love it. Mm-hmm. The Week Crashed, I think, is a phenomenal show. That was the most.
I watched Teflon on there. It's like a little spy, Israel versus Iran kind of thing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, those are, look, here's the thing.
You Ted Lasso, but
the streaming business, you all know this from Netflix. You're now in the content business, not just the delivery business. And that is a whole nother level of trying to sustain things. And I think Netflix went up because they announced that
Hey, Sarah, this is supposed to be drunk stock tips, not logical, well thought out answers.
Don't give me cultural shit because I'll talk that all day long. I love
this. This probably doesn't matter, but I do want to say that I am in love with the Apple TV. Fair. And I probably have to drink for that, huh? And because just the interface to me is so much superior. So we have Spectrum as our local cable. I watch YouTube. I watch Major League Baseball. And I do it all now through the Apple TV because I like the way it interfaces with me. But anyways, let's move. We'll move on.
The interface is great, but I think that's going to actually start taking a fall too, because all these smart TVs give you access to all the same shit.
Justin.
We
what? Oh shit!
And recently did the YouTube, the other stuff, and we have Android TVs, and they're just as intuitive as the Apple TV.
Yeah, but it's not as cool.
It's not about being intuitive.
Apple shit has always been so much cleaner, though. User interface, the whole 9 yards, so much.
Why doesn't Apple come out with an electric car? Like Elon can make that shit, slap the Apple logo on it, and all the idiots like Justin will buy that shit like it's crack.
I have one more device that you don't, but no, they are coming out with a car.
Okay. Y'all realize look at what's in those cars. I get that Tesla's cool. Copper. Where are you going to get the copper when China shuts that down? What are you going to do with recycling those
under people's homes? You steal it from their plumbing.
Sarah, Elon will figure all that out. Don't worry. I would put my life in Elon's hands.
Elon's going to go to Mars and leave us all behind. Thank you guys.
On Twitter, probably one of my most entertaining things of the day. I love
him. My God. He's phenomenal. Okay. Let's see. Let's play a game. Run out of time. I promised you all a new and phenomenal game that you've never seen before. It is called the totally original Nope or Dope game.
Oh, wow.
It's starting off
very well. Wow. Okay. All right. Wow.
Okay, the way this game works. Where'd you get this idea? Mark, one of the first rules of this game is I'm in charge of this game. You will speak when spoken to, okay? You wait for your turn. The way this is going to work, Sarah, is I'm going to come up with some things from life, from work, from whatever. And if you like them, you're going to tell me that they're dope and explain why. If you don't, you're going to say nope, that you're not into them. I will always start with you. And I will most likely finish it with some fancy little saying that I do. Okay.
Jeez. Wow.
Can we see that intro again?
So sure. One more.
Yeah. I had Mario from 1986 and you have this. Wow. Thanks, Brandon. Hey, Brandon, go fuck yourself.
All right, Sarah, the first nope or dope question to you is, have you seen this stuff? Grown men are wearing tight leggings underneath their shorts as some type of fashion statement. Are you nope or dope on the leggings and why?
Totally nope. Unless it's Chris Hemsworth wearing the leggings.
Whoa. This is a family show.
Chad, I will next go to you. I'm assuming your answer is
my reaction. I mean, those are they compression socks to help them while they work? No, this is nope. All the way, nope.
Kind of styling though. That is Bieber doing it. And
that's not styling. No.
I was gonna say the body kind of looks like Chad back in the day.
I even saw a picture of who was the soccer player from the UK, Beckham. He was looking dope in it. Sorry, Justin, to you. Are you in on this fashion?
God, no. It's dumb as hell. Jesus.
United Kingdom.
It's lame.
I got a drink.
It's lame.
Oh, look at you using the old terminology.
Whoa, excuse me. What did you say? Lame? What are you talking about? It's nope or dope.
Wow. Yeah.
Mark, your turn. Are you nope or dope on this?
All right, so I got a couple things here. One, I'm sure your son does this. This is probably where this sticks out because I just have a feeling like he does. I do notice, like, I obviously am a big basketball Warriors fan, and I see like a lot of the Warriors do it. So, and I like to be a little different. So you know what? Screw it. Yeah,
sports is different. Sports is different, though. Those are compression socks.
That's dope. You know why? You know what? My legs, my calves, they're real nice, and I don't want people staring at them all the time. I need to cover them up. You know what I mean? You know, my eyes are up here.
Well, on this game, I don't answer my own question. So we'll move on to the next one. Sarah, have you seen these people? You order a beautiful pizza and they eat it up, but they don't eat the crust. Nothing but the cheesy and the meat and the whatever, and they leave the crust. Are you nope or dope on this?
With a capital N, that is some bullshit. The best part of the pizza is the crust.
Less debatable.
But that's not right.
Yeah, that is. It's just.
Hey, if anyone followed her stock advice, you might want to reconsider that now. The best part of the pizza is the crust. Sarah, can I ask you, have you ever seen someone who does the opposite of the image you're just seeing there? Because that would be weird.
From the crust forward, I have seen that.
Absolutely. No, only crust.
No, only crust, and just leave the cheese. No. All right, Justin, I'm going to go to you next. Are you a crust guy or not?
Not really. I will eat the whole slice of the pizza until I get to the last slice. Then I will not eat the crust on that. I don't know why. That's how I know I'm done. I don't finish the crust on that piece.
Wait. So is it like a bad luck deal? What's the deal?
No, I have no clue. It's a weird.
It's just weird.
I guess.
That's weird.
It's just weird. Mark, we'll go to you next, rogue guy. How do you feel about that image you're looking at right there?
I don't really understand the point to this game. It's I'm gonna be a nope on that because it's wasteful and there are people out there that are hungry and you're basically saying like, oh, look at me, I'm too cool to eat this really good, well-cooked food. So no.
Nice answer. David K from Future Plan, you motherfucker. The game is called Nope or Dope, not what you're putting in the chat bar. Chad,
thanks, David.
Chad, are you nope or dope on these?
No. I agree with Sarah. The crust is the best part of the pizza.
Oh, you're totally wrong. You're wrong. No. But it's edible, but it's not the best part, dude.
It is the other part.
Best part. Best part.
Okay, fair enough. We will move on to the last one of this game. This is going to hit home for some of you golfers out there. But I always go with the guests first because that's how the Nope or Dope game works, people. Sarah, you're out playing golf on the golf course. You got your little golf cart and you want to hook up that little Bluetooth speaker and bump some serious tunes while playing golf. I mean, the people over in the other holes can hear it, but you know, it's your jam. You like to play music. Nope or dope?
Nope. But I did threaten when I drove a minivan to school with my kids in it to put speakers on the outside and blast Sound of Music because I was so sick of the rap music that I had to listen to on the way to school. So
whoa.
Dope situation where I'm like, if I can play my musical comedy stuff, I'm gonna do it. That might freak people out, you know?
Chad, you must have some passionate feelings on this.
Hey, I'm all about music on the golf course, but keep it in your own group.
Keep it in your own group. But what if I'm set up over the ball? You know, I'm having a good round. I'm on hole number 8 and the song's going to change from one song to another song. I don't like the fucking music you're playing. I mean, I want to get in my zone.
Go play with somebody else then. We're not rolling out together.
Justin, where do you stand on this argument?
I'm total the game for sure. Happy Gilmore, that shit.
Thank you, Justin.
Oh, sorry. I'm totally dope.
Totally dope.
Rogue
guy, you're gonna send this one off. Are you nope or dope?
No, I'm a big dope on this one. It's all about making golf fun. I think golf is a sport that I love, but I think it's got a bad connotation of being stuffy and nerdy and stuff. And I think that's lame. So crank up the music, have some fun. You're all paying to be out there. You don't get paid to do it. So why aren't you enjoying it? Plus, as JD would say, it's all about the vibes.
Oh, wait, why do we have two sports, golf and tennis, where you don't get to say anything or you don't just play music? I mean, you got to play football, you got to play basketball, you got to play other sports, and there's noise. How come golf and tennis you get to play in silence?
Because I'll tell you, Sarah, because golf is a sophisticated game for rich people that have our names on little gold plates on our wood lockers at our country clubs. And we would like to keep the tradition. Because we don't need people like Mark coming in and fucking up our thing with their rap music, okay?
I'm kind of switching to dope because I'm loving this dune buggy golf cart thing, whatever.
Yeah,
I want that.
I want that in my garage. It'd be amazing. Golf, if you look at the statistics, is actually declining. I mean, I know y'all play it, you're in Southern California, but it's not a thing. Look at the statistics.
Oh, the statistics, maybe growth over. I'm looking that one up. I disagree completely.
Yeah, I think COVID was a boost
with
for golf. I feel like COVID was a big boost for golf.
Huge for golf.
Okay.
Right now is real.
Right. The tea time struggle is real,
but it's still overpriced, expensive, and there's other factors that play into all of that too. Golf courses are hurting; they're not doing that great.
Bring back Tiger.
There's golf courses.
The drought's not doing well for watering courses around here either.
I mean, really, y'all, when you fly into Phoenix, I just was there. How in the world are they watering? I know they're using gray water, but still, how are you going to water all those golf courses anywhere west of the
with the tears of the children?
Well, you got to have priorities, Sarah. Okay, that's been the Nope or Dope game, and that's how the cookie crumbles. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Terrible, JD.
This is so great.
I want that one more time. I want that one more time, please, Brandon.
Wow.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Oh, you got to say it like Jim Carrey, though, man.
You know what they say.
Okay, we're gonna save the next topic is going to be a TPA and the rebranding. Oh shit, drink for that. And kind of your comments earlier about wanting to call them a benefits consultant. We'll get into that, but we'll do it for the after show because we've gotten to the end. And I know Mark really likes to end these things on time. So a little bit of housekeeping. Brandon worked hard on and produced the produced version of the scooter episode from Arizona. So it's out there at retireholics.com. I heard from some people that maybe the live stream wasn't the best in terms of volume and hearing. So now you can go check it out there. There's another person on a scooter in Arizona, not the one I was referring to. And so go check that out with our guest, Brad Campbell, AKA, damn it, Scooter. We are all the Retireholics here, and Brandon and Samara are jumping on airplanes on Saturday morning, 2 days from now, to fly to Austin, Texas for the Broadridge FI360. Yes, I can say that one. Conference. We will be doing a live streaming show at 6:15 p.m. in the evening, Texas time. PM. Said it again.
JD's trying to catch up.
So 6:15 with special guest John Faustino of FI360.
Yeah.
So you can stream that sucker, I think, right here on the same Zoom address, or go to retireholics.com/live and watch it then. We are also doing 3 shows on Monday, the 16th at 10:30. Again, Austin time, Texas. 10:30 with Sherry Fitz. 2:15 with Matt Wolnowitz of Income America, and a 3:30 show with Jason Roberts and Cindy Dash. And yes, 3 shows in one day. Will be a fucking wreck by the end of it. So it should be good. Band. I bet you
think about that. Damn straight I can.
Kasha Google.
Oh, fucking Faustino. Boom. We're actually going to try to test Faustino on Sunday night with some 80s alternative music trivia, songs, videos. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see. Hey, everyone. Markets have been down lately. It's okay, man. Time to sell some surfboards and buy that shit, bros. Get on it, man.
Oh, yeah. Buy.
Sarah, icon, living legend. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for all your opinions and being a really fun guest tonight. We really appreciate it. I'm sure everyone out there in the chat bar appreciates it. And we'd love to have you back sometime in the future if you'll have us. Yes, Justin?
Everyone's asking, are we going to do it live?
Or do what live?
All the shows, the streaming.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was sorry. I'm probably a bad communicator.
Even the 3 on Monday?
Yeah.
Yep. They'll be streamed.
Oh, wow.
Yep. I mean, if someone can attend all 4 shows via the stream, we'll send you a Retireholics collectible plate that you can have. I don't know. I'm
just a paper plate.
Okay.
Dude, you've got to send
chat bar
Katie
champion.
pizzas.
Sarah.
Champion.
Who is your vote for chat bar champion?
Oh God, I got a vote.
Yeah.
Sure do.
I love everybody in the chat bar.
All right. Your vote's for everybody.
Everybody. Okay, great. Chad, your vote for chat bar champion.
Damn. There was one comment and it was exceptional, and it was Schaff.
Oh, I missed it.
I'm going with
Well,
Schaff.
I missed that. Yeah.
I don't remember what it was. I just wrote.
It was not that good.
I
Then
wrote Kevin Reynolds too. He had a good one,
He
but
was
those
on
are the
there.
2 that I wrote down.
I vote for Kevin. Here's why. He
Oh.
said the pizza crusts to the dogs. I loved that, and he loves his dogs. So I'm voting for Kevin.
Who is that?
Kevin Reynolds.
Kevin Reynolds.
Kevin Reynolds. Nice work, Kevin. Rogue guy, your vote?
Samson. Jim.
Samson.
Sorry, Justin.
Samson's going to get my vote today as well for his intro of "What's up, motherfuckers." Justin, your vote for chat bar champion.
I wanted to veer away from Katie because she hasn't gotten any of her shit, but I'm going with Katie.
It's all ordered, although she didn't get her pizzas.
That's,
She
I
was
mean,
so on it tonight. She
Didn't get her.
You always do.
Katie Boyer into the mix. I did everyone's chat bar champion orders. I did like fucking 12 of them the other day. It took me like 4 hours, so they're all head out. And but I did not get her 10 pizzas today. That was a misstep. Okay, Brandon, I think you gotta.
is she going to be at Katie? You're going to be at FI 360?
Brandon wants to know who the first nominee was.
Kevin Reynolds.
Kevin Reynolds and Brett Schaffner.
Schaffner.
Oh, Brett.
Schaffner, my 17-year-old boy who will turn 18 next month, has decided to go to University of Miami.
Oh no!
What happened there?
Did he flip a coin?
No,
Looks like
he
our
just
goals
decided.
just went up, Mark.
What?
He just
Looks
decided.
like our goals just went up.
Oh yeah,
we
They're
all have
laughing.
to bring more revenue into PDC now.
Yeah, it's going to be expensive.
They're laughing because that one cost me a little more than the other school that he had
A
a
little?
scholarship at. Well, he had a scholarship for the other school,
Yeah,
but he
it's a
chose
lot
the
more.
one
How
without.
do you let him do that?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Well, when you
Yeah.
got 4 Lambos in the driveway, you just let the kids do what they want. Okay, Brandon, let's put the people into the semis. Mark's really stressing out. It's 4 minutes over the time.
But we're 4 minutes late to start, so we're good.
Fair.
Brandon just whispered in my ear and told me he's adding another nominee. I don't know what that's going to
Oh,
be.
he must have had
Ooh.
someone that he liked. It's hard to just throw Daniela, even though she wasn't in here.
I didn't see her here.
This is a beta test. Yeah, let's see what
Did you
happens.
vote for GG? I'll drink for that.
Be in there. Katie should be in there.
Yeah, you missed Katie.
Yeah, you didn't.
Brandon's tired of the discrimination against, big time past greatest of all timers, and threw Greg into the mix.
Man, now you got to send Katie 20 pizzas.
And you owe her.
Any relation to downtown
Julie Brown. Very good. This is a tight one, everybody. Get your vote in. It's looking tight. Anyways, I was hoping.
I'm just gonna call it. We only got about 51.
Yeah, call it. Call it. So the winner is the Schaffinator.
Ah,
Nice.
The Schaffinator, who may be taking care of
Has he ever
my
won?
son. Again, thanks for everyone that tuned in. Sarah, thank you for being our guest. We're going to do a little after show. Hopefully you can stick with us. And Schaff, I may be calling you sometime in the next year, asking you to bail my son out of a Miami jail. Brandon, let's play some music.
All right, there's a theme to our music.
Theme to the music tonight. Okay.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm going to let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Facts. Kanye was right.